Good morning to you all. You guys can probably hear me a lot better when I actually put the microphone on my face. Just saying. It's a theory I have. Actually move the microphone to your mouth. But hello to you all. Hope you all are well. I know that my friend Aisha is on, but I have a kind of a limited time period today, and it was either now or way later. So apparently we're going now. So I finished that up. It's just sitting there drying. We will take that down in a second. I added all the black to the back around it. That added those extra trees kind of poking out there. And I definitely have to. Hey, KK, what's going on? Billy was very upset at what was going on over on his channel, KK. Very much so. He was not a happy camper. You'll be fine, Jim. It's just pizza you can't do. So let's get some paper up here. Talk about trees and what have you. Let's get that out of the way. Let's move that over there. Let's put this under here so I don't hit it. Because it is still wet. Alright, this is just. Let's try it again. This is just water. Not so sticky. Hi, Aurora. Oops. So this is 140-pound watercolor paper. Yeah, it's 77 here and already starting to get ugly. We've got some kind of really bad weather coming in. So I have a little glycerin. I don't have very much in the way of paint on my palette right now because I was just painting a bunch of stuff and um, I didn't reload anything. I basically have some light blues, some phthalo blue light, phthalo blue. I got some reds. I got a couple greens, a little white, and some browns and some yellow. Kind of the stuff left over from the other day. So this isn't going to be a fancy painting. This isn't going to be an intense painting. This is basically going to be um, trees, clouds, sky. So I'm dunking in my glycerin here. Got it on my brush pretty good, and I'm going to put, and I probably have some purple in it by the looks of it, but that's okay. We don't care. Just going to do like half my page, and that's way too much glycerin, but that's fine. We're just going to wipe off the edge though, because I just wiped my paper down just a little bit, but this stuff is still all over it. Hey, Maisie. But see, I wiped it off, so it's just not a thick glob. Let's move that over there. No, that's okay. We'll use that one. Why not? let's grab regular blue, because that's what people have. Let's grab regular blue. Just gonna throw some blue in here. A little dark phthalo. Just plain old phthalo blue. And if you want, you can go ahead and wipe off your edges anytime you want. You can actually even just kind of do that if you feel like it. If you don't have that blending brush, grab yourself a paper towel. When you got glycerin on there, wipe your brush off, clean it, grab a little light blue. Remember, we only have glycerin down to right about here, so let's grab some light blue in here, just right down on the bottom. And we'll kind of rub that with a paper towel, just to kind of blend that in. Get those brush marks out of there. Kind of just throw that on there like that. And just kind of blend out so we get a little light on the brush marks, that way. Now I'm going to grab just a little makeup brush, or you can really grab anything with a bit of a backbone to it. If you don't have makeup brushes, which a lot of people don't, trying to find my other brush. Where did I put that? Alright, let's go with this. Plain old brush. It's fairly rigid. It's not the soft. It's certainly not the soft, fluffy ones, This one's definitely a little more backbone to it. A little stiffer bristle. Now, I have glycerin on here. I just barely touched the white. Hey, Bree. On the right. And a little bit in the... Hey, Bob. Yeah, we're going to just, let's see, what do we want to do? Top or bottom today? So I'm going to just kind of blend out the bottom. Right, left-handed, doesn't matter. I just happen to be using both hands. They were kind of just bringing the bottom right into nothing. Not complicating. We'll just kind of... We'll do a caterpillar. And we just kind of softly, just touching. I mean, really, 2 hairs and some air, like they say. They just barely, I mean, we're talking just touching it. You can see that if I push hard, paint comes off on my glove. I want it just so it occasionally touches it. Don't worry about the top. The top's done. Grab a little more paint. I didn't rinse my brush. I didn't put any more water on this. Thank you. Because if you start putting much more water on your brush, you end up with these really big, heavy blobs. So we'll just kind of... I don't usually teach stuff, but I was asked to help somebody out today, so we're going to do that. So let's just throw this one in here like this. And we're going to just knock the bottom out of it a little. We're going to rub its tushy here and kind of blend it in. And if you want with this one, you can grab the top just a tiny bit. We'll do it with this one too. We'll take a couple of those little swirlies out of there. And if you want to put more white, thank you. You can add a little bit more white. Right in that cloud. We'll come down. We'll kind of just tickle the bottom of this one. Wipe off my brush. Kind of blend out the bottom. Kind of make the bottom disappear than this one. And we'll just tickle the top just a little bit. Just to get a little shape in there. And don't overthink the shape. It's a cloud after all. They do what they want. So we got a little more white in there. Now I'm going to rinse my brush. Because one thing, definitely don't use your best brush because you'll end up with a brush that's kind of a little on the beaten up side. So I got some of that white left on there. Let's grab a little of that light blue that's down here. Let's throw that down in there just because. Just kind of throw that light blue on the bottom. Just for a minute. We're going to blend that in right there. And make that edge soft. Don't make a hard edge between your colors. Gradual change colors. Don't go hard line, unless you're really going for that look. But it catches your eye, so it's difficult to get people to stop looking at that section when you paint like that. Of course, these are just my opinions. You can feel how you feel about them. I paint a lot, so I'm giving you my personal opinion. Oh, I think today we're going to do a little bit of a blue mountain. Let's get a little black and blue next to each other, so let's grab a little bit of those. Let's just put a little mountain in this so we can kind of give ourselves a little distance. Let's turn our brush a little sideways. Kind of just wiggle that in there like that. And maybe up a little bit over here. And we'll come down just a tiny bit over here. Kind of just touch our way down that way like that. Kind of fade the bottom out. And we'll get a little darker on that side. And that little mountain down in there. He's going to kind of disappear into nothing over here. Wipe off that brush just a little bit and go sideways. Kind of like you do with chalk, you just kind of stretch that down just a little bit. You turn the crayon or the chalk sideways to get a little different feel. You can do that with your paintbrush. Now I used a light blue and a phthalo up here so we can actually go into our light blue. We can actually use our light blue instead of a white or anything. We've got our shadow side over there. We've got a little bit of a highlight side on this side. I'm giving myself the idea that the light's coming this way. And I'm going to put just a touch on this right here. Not a lot, just a tiny. Okay, let's put something right there. We want it to grow there, so we'll just let it grow there. We'll go down that way just a little. And we'll just kind of wiggle in a little mountain, you know, nothing super fancy. Matter of fact, we can even grab a little more light blue if you want. We can maybe put a little something back there too. Just kind of throw in that one just because it's there. So now we got something in the background. We don't have to go green in this if we don't want to. You can go any color you want. You can put some blue in it. You can put some. I do have to grab just a touch of that darker color though. I just noticed something. I do need to put a little bit of a kind of finish that little thing back there a little bit just so it doesn't look out of place. And I'll grab just a little white. No, it's not white, it's light blue. Kind of throw that back there. Just it's way in the background, you know. A little shadow right there. So we throw that mountain way in the back. Kind of gives you a little more distance of what you're painting. Sorry, I'm kind of soft, quiet today, and every other day. So I'm going to use the same one we made the mountain with. I just rinsed it off real quick. And I'm going to grab, what do I have on here? I got some browns. I got some other, we can go with that dark green. We'll grab a little bit of that English ivy green. Grab a touch of the burnt umber. Throw it in there so it kind of got a brown green color. And let's see, we want it kind of smaller. So we'll take our, oops, I want to go the other way. And I'll go a couple in there. I know it's a kind of a thing I do a lot like this, but and we'll do some little tiny ones up here. And one here or there. I'm basically just holding my brush at an angle so when I touch it, it's actually making little trees for me. These are so far away that we don't have to be. We don't have to be perfect with them.
Bias Highwind on KTCS. Said hello clouds and reflection.
Hello.
Bias Highwind on KTCS. Said hello everyone. Amazing Maisie. Said Bree. Bias Highwind on KTCS. Said Carrie Knopf. Madonna Friedman. Said good morning Bruce.
Good morning, Madonna.
Said hi at Tony Damien. Amazing Maisie. Said hey at Madonna Friedman.
Kind of just trying to give myself a little
The RV DJ.
line where I'm going to be
hello,
here.
Fishing tank tits. Aurora. Said hi Madonna. The RV DJ. Said Madonna. Madonna Friedman. Said good morning and amazing Maisie and TG if at Tony Damien. Bias Highwind on KTC.
Now I'm going to grab the other.
Said the RV DJ.
Grab the other brush. As you can hear, that one's, I mean, super, super coarse. Let's grab.
Madonna Friedman. Said hey at Aurora and at the RV DJ.
Just gonna add a little something right here. A little.
Bias Highwind on KTCS.
Something in the background.
Said missing some thumbs up. Tony Damien. Said hi Maisie. Madonna Friedman.
You know,
Said hey at carrying off. Tony
we
Damien.
don't think so much about this
Said
right
hi
here.
Madonna.
This is going to be really background, but you know, it might show up through a tree or two. Maybe.
TGA. Said hi Madonna.
You know, they might be there. Who knows? Now I'm gonna do a little darker ridge right here. I want it kind of to be.
Carrying off.
Hmm.
Said hi Madonna.
Now I'm rethinking what I'm painting here.
Madonna Friedman. Said hi at fisheye on tank tits.
Don't know if this is gonna work or
Carrying
not.
off. Said hi fisheye on tank tits.
Hopefully it doesn't completely knock them all out. One kind of soft. I want just those dark spots back there. Just to fade it out. Just get that in there like that.
Madonna Friedman. Said good morning at Robert Anderson.
Pull these down. Pull these down.
Madonna Friedman. Said good morning at Jim Foster.
Let's grab a little bit of the lighter blue. Probably got a little
Robert Anderson.
swipe of color in it.
Said good morning Madonna.
This is the light blue with a touch of the darker phthalo in it. It just
Jim Foster.
may have a stripe or two in it.
Said good morning Madonna.
Let's try to move that right in there like that. It's kind of reacting, I have a fan on, which is probably fighting with me here. That's okay. Let's grab just a touch of white. Toss it in our light blue. That really, really light color. Grab just a little bit more of that. Put a couple little lines in there. Looks like we've got something kind of growing right here. Maybe we can kind of was growing its own little path there, so we'll just kind of help it along a little bit. If it wants to grow there, let's just let it grow there. Apparently that's where it wants to be. So why argue with it? Why argue?
Carrying off. Said very pretty.
Sometimes it's just easier to let it kind of decide what it wants to do by itself. So now we know what's sitting there. We can kind of see what's right there. So let's grab a little bit of that green brown. And we're going to kind of want to
Philippine American couple.
maybe throw a little
Said
something
hello,
right here.
host. Good to see you again.
Hey, how are you?
Vancity Adventure. Said morning be free.
Hey, what's going on, D3?
Vancity Adventure. Said morning all.
Well, this little beach area right here, kind of a point,
Philippine American
kind of
couple.
created its own little
Said how is everyone in the chat today?
space. So we're not going to
The
argue with it.
RBDJ. Said hello Philippine American couple. Madonna
Philippine
Friedman.
American couple, how are you?
Said hi at Philippine American couple and at Vancity Adventure. The RBDJ. Said Daryl.
Let's grab
Vancity Adventure.
excuse me.
Said Madonna hello.
Grab a little bit of the
Vancity
green
Adventure. Said Sonia hello.
and throw that
TG.
right in here.
Said Daryl. Philippine American
A
couple.
little bit more green.
Said at Madonna Friedman hello to you.
And we'll toss an occasional little something in here.
Vancity Adventure.
Just some
Said
tiny,
Bree Bree.
just some little spots.
Philippine American couple. Said at Vancity Adventure good to see you.
Let's grab a little white. Put that right on that line right there. Going with a little brighter color. I put that little moving water in, so now we have to have a little bit more.
Vancity Adventure. Said Philippine American couple hello.
A little more movement in here.
Said host we are great. Just enjoying watching you work.
Thank you. I'm glad you're doing well. It kind of created itself today. We were working on clouds. I hope those clouds help Sonia. And we'll grab a little bit right here.
Philippine American couple. Said.
And a little bit right here. Just gonna relax herself in there. Gonna Maybe we'll
RVDJ
grab just a
said yes, they did.
couple of little. Oops, keep that straight. Don't mess up your water level. Remember when you're painting water that water doesn't tilt. If it tilts, it runs off the page. So you kind of need to keep it at a.
Philippine American
Oh,
couple said at the RVDJ hello to you.
still got to keep it at that angle. And I don't know about you guys, but this is just screaming for one of these. Let's grab a little bit of that dark blue, just a swipe of black in there. I mean, it just says, hey. Let's grab just a tiny touch of glycerin because I need to be able to move this paint just a little bit. Kind of make it like ink. So, stop shaking. Oh, I shook. That's alright. We'll fix that. Grab our paintbrush, a little bit of water, otherwise known as the eraser, and we'll just erase it. No big deal. It's like it's not even there. A little white spot. It's okay. Just kind of blend it around. No big deal. It's a reflection of the cloud. Let's try that again. We might even take a little deep breath this time and do it. Let's grab that blue black again. Not always totally. Of course, I'm right-handed, so let's grab a little bit of white. It's a little bit heavy. Just gonna leave a mark right there. Oops. Gotta roll my brush here. And we'll just grab a little.
The RVDJ said, is that the script liner brush?
I don't know. It's one of many. I have so many, Sonia. I don't know. It's just one of the cheapy. Um, kind of a loon. Kind of a big loon. So let's maybe not turn that into a loon. Gonna erase twice in one thing. Wow. Gonna erase it twice. That's okay. Nice thing is I can keep doing this until I get it right. Now, Change the
Mojo Juniper. Said beautiful red heart.
thank you.
The RVDJ. Said hello Mojo Juniper.
I switched to an acrylic pen. It was just easier. My hand's shaking a little bit today. We put a couple little ducks over there in the corner. Grab a little bit of the light blue. And we'll put a little light blue right here. Just.
Madonna Friedman. Said hi at Mojo Juniper. Mojo Juniper. Said hey RVX.
And we'll just kind of toss that right like
Philippine
that.
American couple. Said at Mojo Juniper hello to you.
And maybe just a little something over here.
Mojo Juniper. Said Madonna.
So we just did a quickie, easy little. I think threw some little ducks over there. Not real complicated. Simple clouds. See, don't the clouds are there. Don't overthink them. They're noticeable. You know, blend your colors. This is actually light blue
Mojo
paint.
Juniper.
It's not
Said
white.
Philippine red heart.
You know. And if we want, we can go ahead. You know, if you wanted to, you could put big tree in here so you're looking through. But you know, I could put grasses over here, cattails. But I kind of like it like that. I gotta fix my water line just a tiny bit. I just noticed it. I got a little error in my water line. See if we can get that straightened out. It's because I'm shaking a little bit today. Oops.
The RVDJ.
Take that out of there.
Said fix it before now comes an LOL.
I know.
Mojo Juniper. Said I love the lil boat.
Ducks. Boat. I don't think I have a boat in here, but thank you. Oh, that's what's wrong. I got that little spot right there. I need to just disappear. I could have put a boat in it. Yeah, I could have put a little canoe in that. Rowboat, something, fishing boat. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pull a tape off though.
Homestead Humor. Said good morning.
Good morning.
The RVDJ. Said hello Homestead Humor.
Let's pull the tape and let's close the palette before we put that on the floor. Totally spill it. Let's
Madonna Friedman. Said hi at Homestead Humor.
remove
Mojo Juniper.
tape.
Said it looks great. Philippine American couple. Said at Homestead Humor hello.
Pop it off of this.
The RVDJ. Said which side of the paper did you use? The textured side or smooth side?
I actually use
Mojo
a
Juniper
different paper,
said I loved doing portraits when I was a teen.
so I don't have a texture or smooth side. I don't know why I always sign that aggressively, but I do, so hey. My paper only has smooth. I wasn't using Grumbacher paper, so portraits are fun. A little too hard for me. I like doing things that are
Mojo
out
Juniper
of my head.
said gorgeous.
So
Aurora said beautiful painting, Bruce.
yeah, the river kind of created itself. It was there. It just said, "Hey, put me in here. Put me in, coach. I want to go in right here." Sometimes you just have to follow what your painting wants. It needed the little swampy area, river coming in, you know, type of deal going on. So that's what we did. But you can see we put very light reflection. The trees, clouds are kind of very simple. You don't have to overthink them.
Madonna Friedman said beautiful, Bruce. What type paper is it?
Oh,
Mojo Juniper
it is just
said I never used paint beads, the pencils. LOL, I wish.
stuff from the Wally world. 140-pound watercolor paper. Somebody bought it for me. Madonna. So I like the Carson stuff. I don't know why. I'm more comfortable with it. I do have the Grumbacher. I do occasionally use it. It's just, I mean, I use it when I use the bigger stuff. You know, when we paint bigger pictures, I have the.
Madonna Friedman said okay. The one you were using before.
Yeah,
Got it.
I still use the Grumbachers,
Mojo
but
Juniper
it
said
doesn't.
I want to visit that painting.
Oh, me too. But it doesn't react the same Madonna for me, so I have to use what I'm used to using right now. But thank you all for hanging out. Sorry it's such a short visit today. Well, no, I've been doing about 45 minutes to an hour lately. Still battling health, so, but I wanted to come on and show,
Madonna Friedman
just relax with the
said I
clouds.
tried Artesa and it's nasty stuff to work on.
Yeah, I don't care for that stuff a bit. Madonna, I did get this
Mojo Juniper
this painted.
said very talented. Thank you, new SB. Robert
Um,
Anderson said Bruce, have a great day.
Thanks, Bob. You too.
Painting looks great.
Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, we took this piece of cardboard that came off the back of the other pallet, and we finished up the circle painting around it. See, but Sonia, heavier top, missing bottoms.
Mojo Juniper said have a great day. XXXXX.
Thank you.
Madonna Friedman said oh my. That's beautiful.
Tuesday night,
Robert Anderson
7 p.m. Eastern Standard
said
Time.
everyone watching take care and have a wonderful day.
Auction right here at
Madonna
7
Friedman
in the evening.
said thanks Bruce.
Be
Take
this
care and have a great day.
Tuesday night, and
Take care all.
I do have a video showing what pieces are available to purchase.
The RVDJ said okay. Thanks for the tutorial again.
You're welcome.
I'll do some tonight. Jim Foster
And thank you all very
said
much
bye
for
bye.
hanging out with me today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please do something for yourself today. Enjoy life. Give yourself a couple minutes just
Mojo Juniper
that you want to do.
said thanks all and Bruce XXXXXX.
Thank you.
The RVDJ
Oh.
Tuesday night at 7 p.m. https://youtube.be/ca491u4hrpq.
And there's the link.
Jim Foster. Said by Bruce and all. TG. Said take care. Tony Damien. Said by
Be well, everybody.
Robert Anderson.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way out.
Said take care, Jim.
I like them, and YouTube really likes them. Shows some interaction. It's kind of weird. You guys can chat all day long in here, and if I get one thumbs up, they ignore me.
Mojo Juniper.
What?
Said thank you, XX.
Thank you.
Robert Anderson. Said hit the like button.
Oh.
The RVDJ.
And
Said yes, drive stream.
Sonia's doing a live stream. I'm sorry. Is it right now, Sonia? I don't have a link. Jim would have to drop it. Go check out the RVDJ. She's got a drive stream. Yeah, it's hilarious. So go check her out.
The RVDJ. Said no.
Fine.
Mojo Juniper. Said I'd hit it with XX.
Thank you.